For those of you who are new to my channel and haven't seen my earlier videos, specifically those from last winter, I'll give you a quick rundown here on what snow squalls are, because if you don't live in an area that gets them, you might not have any idea what they are. So I show a couple clips here that'll explain what's going on with this.
And just driving in here, we're kind of stunned at the amount of snow coming down. I'll take you outside.
That's a train.
There's a train coming. Wow. Okay, so actually, yeah, you can see that there goes the train right back over there. So you can just barely see through this squall. And wow, like I'm just amazed at how heavy the snow is here. We were just like in blue sky about 5 kilometers up the road, and here in Bala we're looking at some significant accumulations beginning. Now earlier the squall was north in Port Carling, so quite a bit of snow there, 15 centimeters. Here, likely to have that over a couple of hours, but you can see it's starting to get a little bit dark, and when you're in the dark trying to get through this sort of stuff, you can get into conditions that you would much rather just stop and stay for the night. So we're going to try and get south before that happens, because we've got squalls to go after tomorrow, potentially down in Lake Erie.
It was a really cool but often dangerous setup that we see near large bodies of water during the fall and early winter months. And it begins near the Arctic, where we have a very cold pool of air that eventually tracks further south, and then when it meets the relatively warm bodies of water, this is what sets us up for lake effect snow. Now, as an example, when we have temperatures well above the freezing mark through the lakes and then temperatures aloft into the minus teens, this is a very big temperature spread and what we call an unstable atmosphere. So when this happens, we get clouds that quickly form and are very convective, so we get heavy amounts of precipitation downwind. Now, some of the ingredients again that we need is a temperature spread of at least 13 degrees between the lake and the temperatures aloft. We also need the winds to be aligned, so they can't be varying with height. They have to be fairly targeted. And then we also need atmospheric moisture to help build the clouds and produce heavy amounts of snow downwind. Now, when this does come together, we can see epic amounts of snowfall for certain areas over a shorter period of time with just one single event.
So that's what causes it, and this is how it looks downwind. The squalls are a little more intense today than they were yesterday. So this video is a little bit more interesting. Beginning of part 1 here, and in part 2, after it gets dark, it gets pretty intense again. And what's kind of neat is when the clouds roll in and the snow starts falling, everything gets really bright. And kind of what I was saying, if you watched my Monster in its Natural Habitat videos, I was explaining about being out at night and seeing without lights. And you get a cloudless sky with no moon shining, and those are the darkest nights. And if it's a cloudy night, then the light level anywhere is pretty bright, because the clouds reflect the light really good. And this video is a pretty good example of that. So light pollution from the street lights, and maybe farms with their properties lit up or whatever, and it actually reflects quite a distance. And when the clouds come in with the snow squalls, the whole video just lights up instead of just the street. So it's kind of neat that way. As soon as everything starts getting bright, you know it's about to snow again. But this video is a good video if you like to sit back and watch the world go by, as I do. I can sit and watch traffic for hours. It never gets boring to me. It's always different vehicles, commercial vehicles going by with different loads on them, and just different driving habits that people have. To me, it's entertaining. I can sit for hours and watch it. This video is kind of the same thing. You can sit and watch people go about their daily lives and watch and see how they're dealing with the snowfall. And you'll actually see Cody on his new tractor a few times in this video as well.